Well, speaking of quarterbacks, Riley, who is one quarterback that you faced so far in your career that makes you think like, man, there's actually levels to this shit? Like, which quarterback in the NFL you think, who you give your props to?
Shoot, probably, dude, I'll tell you what, like, Joe Burrow is decent. Dog. Like, that game against us last year, dude, like, everywhere. Even heavily contested, like,
Reed.
Dude.
Yeah. Like pinpoint for sure.
Yeah, I'd probably say Joey B. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's interesting because he's a gamer, dude. Like he's not gonna lose, like whatever it takes on the ground. The clutch throws and stuff. So I think that's what makes him really good. But like in terms of like being able to throw the ball and being accurate and stuff, like probably Joey B for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say my quarterback. So I mean,
Goff.
What?
Yeah,
being biased. No, I'm saying he great quarterback. I'm talking about who you win up against.
No, I'm not being biased though. I'm just saying as far as like the intermediate like ball, like he be throwing the ball before like
Stafford's up there too.
I will say this too. I was actually just watching
Stafford. I
was watching the tape, bro. I'm literally watching Stafford look this way,
dude. The no look, bro.
I say, boy, it's crazy. And like, I will say that too, though, Pat. Like my first game, they told me, they said, as far as reading the quarterback, and so I'm like, yeah, man, shoot, sometimes, man, you get to read a quick game, and then like our coach and one of the assistants, he like, whatever you do, don't look at Stafford's eyes. Don't look in his eyes. He has snake eyes. Yeah. Like, he has snake eyes. And then I'm like, what you mean? Until like we was playing against him, and then like you just start to realize, like, dang, like, bro, he really throwing the dig without looking. Like repetition. So
I ain't gonna lie, for me, I think it's Mahomes, bro. I seen it like, we playing twice a year, so whatever you do on the field, he be like, damn, bro, how the hell you did that shit?
Yeah.
I think I remember like 3 years ago, bro, like we was in the red zone, and we had the pressure, you know what I mean? All them boys, like we sent a full out blitz, and like they was there. This man scrambled in the backfield for like 3 seconds, and I'm still wondering, like, damn, why the play still going on? Like, what am I doing?
Running like
Next
crazy.
thing you know, bro, I look back. This man so happened to make a throw. Like, I think he like jumped in the air, sidearmed it, made a crazy throw, touchdown. And that's when I realized, I'm like, yeah, bro. It's really levels.
Yeah. I keep telling y'all too, though, bro.
Like, I can't even fathom like the throw he made, bro. Like, you don't understand, like, D lineman coming at you, pause. But okay,
that was
D-line pressuring you.
That was
in the backfield. You got to make a pinpoint accurate throw, bro. Like that was insane, dog.
So let me ask y'all this too, then. As far as like in the game right now, who do you think is like next up? Because like Mahomes, JG, Joey B, he's already arrived and stuff like that. But who would you say as far as like upcoming, like young, like because it would really be like my class or like the class before that. Who would you think is like next up to be that?
Dude, Drake Maye's putting together a season, I'll be honest. And then I think, not this ain't bias. I think Bo's got it, dude. Like, Bo's a gamer. Like, the last few weeks, we've been down in the fourth quarter, and, he kind of puts the team on his back and goes crazy. Like,
but if you go watch Bo at Auburn, that's what he did.
Yeah, I mean, just like a gamer, like refuses to lose, and I think that's his best attribute, though, is he's just a gamer.
Yeah,
that is very true. So, we definitely had to get into this. You made history last year. I mean, we already know you made history last year. First white corner in 22 years to record an interception.
That's crazy, bro.
The last one was Jason Sehorn,
and he active.
Back in 2002, before I was even born. When you heard that stat, Riley, what was your first thought?
It was kind of wild, and I honestly didn't even realize it until like after the game. But like honestly, couldn't have told you about Jason Sehorn growing up or really any of that until I kind of got in the league, and they're like, you realize the last white corner was Jason Sehorn back in 2002 or whatever it was. Yeah, it was crazy. And then Coop got one in the Super Bowl. That was pretty sweet too for the brand. So shout out to my dog
for the brand. Yes,
for the coach.
There's 3 of us. I'm gonna put Ethan Bonner on down in Miami.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah, y'all boys put on, boy. Y'all put on. You know, this closed on Sundays DB retreat that we get going in the summertime, man. You know, we definitely need you there.
Yeah, 100%.
Man,
Yeah.
we're gonna get that thing going for sure. But speaking of Coop, man, another dog. I know you said before, Iowa ain't Alabama, but we got guys. Like, what is it about Iowa, the program, that produces so many disciplined, technically sound DBs? I mean, it's a lot of them now.
Yeah. Josh Jackson, Desmond King, Micah Hyde. There's a plethora of them. I think the biggest thing is Phil Parker, who is our DC and DB coach, just teaching, the fundamentals and playing smart football. We played a lot of zone, but it was always preached like, just don't get beat over top. Our biggest thing was just eliminating like the big play and making the offense earn it down the field. And that's why we had some really good defenses there. And that's why we got so many picks as DBs is, we were playing with a lot of eyes and, just playing leverage. And I think also like the biggest thing too is like our weight room and strength staff were, played a huge role at Iowa. We never really get the big recruits. It's always under the radar kids who come in and buy into the culture and play for 3, 4, 5 years and end up going to the league and having great careers because, they learned work ethic and all those things through, the weight room and conditioning and the coaches there. So I think that's the biggest thing why there's been so many, successful DBs to come out of Iowa.
That's real, bro. I mean, you already said like y'all don't really have like the big time recruits, but like how does Iowa keep like finding y'all though? This like DBU for like
no, it's kind of crazy.
Like it's crazy.
I don't know. I have no idea. Coop's from small town. He's from like the Iowa you think of, like he's from small town Iowa. He came in and was, I think he was just labeled as like an athlete. I mean, they weren't wrong and I think they put him at safety originally. And then, we had a corner or two go down and he kind of stepped into the corner role and never looked back. So, having me and him starting, 1 year, we were kind of in our bag. It was fun. And then we had Dane Belton playing, our nickel. So he plays for the Giants now. So we had some dogs.
I know y'all was going into games. Like I ain't going. Yeah, I ain't going. I know what type of time y'all was on going into games, bro. Like that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
How was the practices though? Like you and Coop and all them boys. Like was it competitive? Like y'all knew. I'm pretty sure y'all knew at the time. Like man, like we them for real. Like ain't nobody, like no fly zone for real. So like, what was the practices? What was the camaraderie over the time? How was that college experience like with them boys?
Nah, it was fun, dude. Like, unfortunately, how am I going to word this? We could have had a little bit better offenses. So in practice, like we were strapped. We were locking that up. So then it was more so like we're competing against each other. We're all competing as a defense. Who's going to have the most, PBUs, picks, tackles, all that stuff. And that continued to make us better. Obviously, iron sharpens iron. So, it was fun and we had, the best thing I think about Iowa was just like, we just had a bunch of good dudes and a really good locker room and it made it fun to, cause those camp practices and like those long days, like they're brutal, they suck. But when you're around a bunch of guys who you enjoy being around, like it makes it fun and enjoyable. So.
Did you go to class?
Yeah, I did. For sure. It's not Alabama where you go and, they give you the money to go before the NIL and, it's all sweet. You guys don't go to the class. You're having someone do your stuff. It ain't that. They're calling Iowa the Harvard of the Midwest, bro. Like we're pretty smart over there. We're going to class and we're doing all that.
I just want to make sure you did your work, man. That's all I was asking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go get that degree, man, for sure. Mm-hmm. I still didn't get my degree, so I'm lacking right now.
Yeah, you tripping, bro.
I need to get that, bro, for sure. That's my next milestone.
I'm at school right now.
How's it going? Pal? How's it going?
Well, final exams are coming up, man. So
yeah,
between watching film, playing football, and going to class, it's been
What'd
amazing.
You get your degree in?
Great.
I haven't gotten it yet, but business. Well, not. it was business finance.
This man don't know his major, dog.
Nah, look.
This man don't know his major, man.
Going to class, come on.
Bro, look. It was business finance, but I switched over to general business. I feel like I could do more with that there. I'm not really like big time numbers guy. I mean, I count money. Like I do that. but as far as, you know, all these analytics and all these numbers and stuff, I like it, but it's just not really my forte. I'm more of I just want to be a general in all of them, put them all together.
I feel that.